Hello, this is Gorillas Freak 25, or if you're on Instagram, it's Reds Fan 250. It is January 3rd, 2017, and this video is going to be talking about my occupation, my main occupation. I work as a stalker in the mornings at Menards, which is a hardware store, if you will, department store here in the Midwest, but that's just as a second job right now. My main job is a substitute teacher through the Center of Collaborative Solutions, which means in the Hamilton and Clermont counties, I am eligible to sub. So I'm just going to talk about, at least here in Ohio, the requirements for a substitute teacher at first. So let's get started. To be a substitute teacher, you have to have a bachelor's degree in the state of Ohio. I know other states it varies, but here in Ohio, you have to have a bachelor's degree. That is a bit strange, if you ask me, because it could be in anything. It could be in gender studies. It could be a woman's studies. It could be underwater basket weaving, and you could be a substitute teacher as long as you have a bachelor's degree. I always thought that was a bit silly, if you ask me. So that's how Ohio is. I know some states it's just college credit. So that's the requirements, a bachelor's degree, and of course you have to pass a background check and all that, which I didn't actually have to get drug tested, interestingly enough. So I guess you could be a cokehead and be a substitute teacher if you want. So nothing, the duties. Let me guess. A substitute teacher, especially when you had in high school, just sat there and did absolutely nothing. Well, let me explain my role first. I am eligible to sub anywhere between preschool and 12th grade. I stick with 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders because I'm certified. I got my bachelor's degree in English language arts education. So that's why I stick with that age group, mainly. I have done middle school occasionally and junior high, and very rarely have I done elementary. So my duties, this is what I do. I follow the lesson plan as best as I could. I manage. It's all about classroom management, keeping them settled down. But I help as much as I can. Now, there are some exceptions where if it's like cosmetology or some kind of specific career class I don't have the knowledge of, I won't do anything. Or if I'm in an advanced placement class in like math or even if English, my main subject, I won't do anything. But I do the best I can in most classes. Some classes are rougher than others. Some days are easier than others, just like any other job. So that's a little bit about the duties of a substitute teacher. Now the next one is, let's see, what else am I going to talk about? The benefits. Unfortunately, substitute teaching is pretty much a part-time job, so you don't get many benefits. The only benefit I really get are I get evenings off every day. I get paid for full-time, even though it's 7-hour days. And I get every weekend, every holiday, and every summer off. But I don't get paid for that. So I have to work a second job pretty much. The benefits pretty much don't exist. So the next thing I'm going to go over for is the likability. I love being a substitute teacher. I love being around teenagers. They're fun to deal with, as much as strange as people think that is. I majored in it, I get along with the staff great. I've got it down to where I go to 2 high schools here in the area. That's Colerain High School and Northwest High School. I think those are my 2 favorite places to go. I used to do, other schools, but those are the ones I like the most right now. So I absolutely love it. Now the wage, it's pretty bad. I'll just go ahead and tell you that. For a job that requires, not just preferred, but requires a bachelor's degree, it pays less than any other job I've ever heard of. It depends on the district, but the district rate wages range from $80 to $100 a day. So it averages out from $11 to $13 an hour. And keep in mind, 13% of my check, which I get paid bi-monthly, has to go to the state teacher retirement system of Ohio. I don't have a choice to opt out of that, despite the fact I'm only 26 years old. I think that's a bit ridiculous because right now I can't worry about that. So it's a disappointing, but at the same time, it's the most I've ever made in my life. So, you know, that's all there really is to say. And some myths, of course, the myths regarding substitute teaching is they sit there and do nothing. And that's not true. That's a bad substitute teacher. And if you have a substitute teacher, that's they're all retired, that's another myth. That's not true. There's a lot more younger teachers. There's people doing it as a part-time job now. So just tell me what you think or any subbing experiences you had in Blue. Okay, thank you.